everybody, my name is Rachel. I'm 21 years old and I am engaged currently, and me and my fiance are deciding to go on a cash envelope journey, and this is my happy planner right here. And so I'm planning to hopefully make some planning content for this channel, other lifestyle content, as well as, of course, budgeting content. This is going to be my very first video, and this video is going to focus on how we are setting up and starting our sinking funds. So I'm currently in the job search, hopefully gonna have a job soon, so then we'll be able to figure out our exact weekly amounts and that type of budgeting, and I will be sure to make a video on that when I can. But for now, we decided we wanted to take some of the money from our engagement party and go ahead and put that into starting our sinking funds. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we set up our sinking funds, what categories we chose, as well as kind of how we decided to divvy up some of the money we received in order to kickstart these funds. So I'm really excited. I'm also going to be, oh, I'm out of focus. There we go. I'm also going to be stuffing those cash envelopes with you in this video, so stay tuned if you're into that. But so this is my happy planner right here. I use this for all of my planning in life. I'm a one planner kind of person. I can't do multiple planners. And so I'm going to go ahead and flip to March, and I actually made these sheets that I put in here right at the beginning of March to kind of help us out. So I just literally quickly made this on Canva, printed it out, and punched it. And so this is our sinking fund categories, and these amounts right here are what we decided we were going to put in to the funds with some of our engagement party money. So the categories we came up with for sinking funds are car maintenance. So we don't currently own a car, but I'm going to be getting a car very soon, and we want to start saving money up for that. We have Christmas, because that is pretty much our biggest annual expense, is doing Christmas shopping for people. Gifts, so gifts for birthdays, Valentine's Day, anything that is not Christmas. Travel, so we don't travel super often, but my fiance's family is from Puerto Rico, so we go back and forth there pretty much at least once a year, as well as we are hoping to get to Florida this year so that we can visit their niece, because I'm really excited to meet her because she's adorable. And then Rye is our cat, so her expenses, whether that means her food, her vet bill, anything that comes up related to her. We have future baby. We spelled it like this because we're obsessed right now with the Timmy TikTok account. I'll link it in the description, but he says like Timmy like that, and so we've been calling Rye Bia. But so we are planning to have kids in the future, so we decided to create a future Bia category to start saving money for that, and it's just something funny for us. And then we have debt snowball, so both of us have student loan debt because I just graduated from college and they just graduated this past May, so this will be to help us out with that type of payments. Then we have date nights, so we do want to be able to go on dates with each other, so we have our date night category to start saving for that. New apartment, we are moving in August, and we aren't going to need to buy a ton of furniture, which is great because we're currently living on our own, but we are going to need like a new bed frame, a new couch, and then depending on the space, it's going to be probably a bigger space, so we're going to need some more bits and bobs, so we're just trying to save up money for that. And lastly, for wedding, because we are engaged, we're not planning to get married for a few years at least, so we're not putting a ton of money into that right now, but it's always good to start. So those are our sinking funds. We decided to take $400 of the dollars we received from our engagement party and go ahead and kickstart all of our sinking funds with $40 each. So we literally just we're going to be putting $40 into every one of these funds just so they're not empty, which is great. It feels really good to start them. And then in addition to our sinking funds, we are going to do cash envelopes for our expenses. So here they are. This one we filled out. This is how we currently want to do it, hopefully for the next few weeks. As you can see here, gas currently doesn't have an amount in it because, like I said, we do not have the car yet, but once we have a car, that will become part of our weekly expenses. But for now, we have groceries, fun budget, household, and toiletries. Now, things especially like household and toiletries, We're not going to need to spend that money every single week, but typically we like to buy our household items at BJ's, which is, if you're not from the East Coast area, it's basically like a Costco. And so, you know, if we're going to buy toilet paper, that costs more than $15. It costs like about $18 or $19. So we're just going to let that money kind of build up, and then at the end of the month, we can decide what sinking funds we want to put that money into if it is still there. Same with toiletries, because again, we're not buying stuff every single week, but if I need to buy shampoo and conditioner, that's obviously going to cost more than $10, so we need that money to kind of save up. But so we broke this down, and it equals about $130 total, and we're splitting that directly in half, so that's coming from each of our personal checking accounts. And basically we just went through and picked the denominations because we were going to the bank, so we needed to get 3 10s, 2 5s, 2 20s, and a 50. We bank with TD, and the cool thing about TD is you can actually pick your denominations at the ATM, so you don't have to talk to anyone, which we love. But they don't do 10s, so this actually turned into all 5s, but that's totally okay. And the last thing we did before kind of deciding things, and I think this might be super helpful if you wanted to start doing this, is when you look at your sinking funds, look at anything that is annual or has an exact date you need the money by. So for us, the only thing currently is Christmas, but if we knew exactly what date our wedding was, we'd be able to set a direct budget for that and then a date we would need that by, but we don't. So for now we're doing Christmas, and we want to have our Christmas account fully funded by Thanksgiving Day, because I do a lot of our Christmas shopping on Black Friday. And so I'm going to cover names just for some privacy here, but this is a list of everyone we're buying Christmas gifts for, as well as the amount of money we set aside for everyone. We want to spend about $500 this Christmas total, so that's including stockings, that's including swaps for Christmas parties, that's including all of that kind of stuff. So we want to spend about $500 this Christmas, and so we calculated out that from today, which is February 27th, a Thursday, until the day of Thanksgiving, there's exactly 39 weeks, so we need to be putting in about $13 per paycheck. And so if that's a little confusing, I'm going to grab a sticky note really quick and just show you what we did. So we literally wrote a list out of everyone we bought gifts for last year that we also want to buy gifts for this year, and then if there was any additional gifts we needed to get for this Christmas, we put that down. But so then we decided that we're going to set our budget of $500, and that was with a little bit of buffer room, so our total for gifts was coming up to $460, and then we remembered we have a swap we need to get a gift for, and that we also want to leave a little extra room for like tax and stuff like that, so we put it at $500. And then we said, okay, so our budget is $500, how many weeks are there till Thanksgiving? And I literally just googled that instead of counting it out because I'm lazy, and that was 39 weeks, and so we divided 500 by 39, and it came out to like 12.88 or something like that. So we just rounded that up to $13. So that means every single week, if I end up getting bi-weekly pay, we'll just double that, so it'll be $26 every 2 weeks. But that's how much we need to be putting in to that account every single week in order to reach our budget by the date we want it. Now, obviously, we are putting $40 in that account today, so that will be super helpful because for the next couple weeks, until I start getting consistent pay, we probably won't be able to fund some of our sinking funds. So that's just how we did that math, in case you were curious. But yeah, now we're going to get on to the exciting part, which is stuffing the cash envelope. So I'm going to set up the cash and be right back. Alright, so I've got my cash set up right here. So we only have $150, we have a bunch of 20s and a bunch of 5s because our ATM didn't give out 10s. So this is what we're working with. And I do have my planner right off to the side right here. And I'm actually going to start with our cash envelopes just to get it over with. I don't know for really any specific reason. Also, I made all of our envelopes Pusheen themed because we love our cat and we wanted them to be fun. I also made this little one for just all the gift cards we received from our engagement party because we're saving these for our new apartment shopping. So just a way to make it fun because at the end of the day, you know, budgeting needs to be fun if you're going to keep it up. So here is our groceries envelope, and groceries gets $75. And I did put these index cards inside all of our envelopes because I do want to track for our sinking funds how much is in there, but for our cash envelopes I'm actually not going to be using these, I decided, because that money is not meant to be saved in there. And so that's going to get the 50, a 20, and a 5. And so that's $75 going into the grocery envelope. There we go. Okay, next is our fun budget. So here's the envelope for it. It's really big because I cut this one wrong, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes. And again, I'm going to take that index card out actually, and I'm going to be putting $30 in here. So 20, 25, 30. These fives are like very crisp, so I'm just making sure I'm not grabbing too many. But that 30 is going right inside of here in our fun budget. And then we have our household budget. And our household budget is going to be getting $15, so it's going to get 3 fives. 3 fives. Oop, dropped it. 3 fives right into our household. And then our last cash envelope is our toiletries, and it is this cute little machine in a sink. And this one is going to be getting 10, which should be our last 2 fives, and it is, because we're doing all 20s for our sinking funds. So it's going to be a little repetitive because we're putting $40 into every sinking fund. Now, this is not how we're going to plan to upkeep these. Obviously, that would be a lot of money. First of all, we don't get paid that much money per week. But also, we're going to start prioritizing them a bit more. So kind of things like gifts. We know we have a lot of birthdays coming up, so probably going to be putting more money into that sinking fund versus like wedding for now, since we haven't set a date. But we still want to put a little bit of money in so that we're not neglecting them. So I'm just flipping back. My planner's just off screen right over here. So we're going to start with car maintenance, and I am going to be filling out the index cards. This one is pretty funny. It looks a little bit jank because I had to white out Happy Father's Day up here, but I think it's really cute. And I'm going to go ahead and fill out the index cards. So I have my pen, and today is the 27th. So we're going to put 227. We added $40, and so our total is now $40 for car maintenance. And so I'm going to grab 2 20s and the index card, and that is all going into the car maintenance sinking fund. So I'm really excited to start this. Also, here's our gas money envelope in case anyone was wondering, but again, that is not getting filled today. We do not have a car yet. But yeah, we're really excited to start this journey. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and we finally decided to just go ahead and do it, and I'm super excited. And so this is our debt snowball, and so what we're planning to do is whatever is left over in our cash envelopes at the end of the month, not the end of the week, we are going to take that money, and that is also going to go into debt snowball, and then we're just going to make extra payments towards our student loans. That's pretty much our only debt. Luckily, we do not have credit card debt. I do have 2 credit cards, but I use them pretty much just for points and pay them off immediately. So we luckily are starting this super early, so the only debt we have is our student debt. Next, I have travel. I would love to hear if any of y'all do the cash envelope system, what kind of questions you have or tips you might have for me. I would love to do more content about this. Definitely want to make a video about our full budget once all of our kind of pay type of things work out. But also what other lifestyle content you might want to see. Me and my fiance are a queer couple, so if you have any questions kind of about how our relationship works or anything, feel free to reach out. I don't know. Feels pretty normal to us, obviously. But also, if you want to see any plan with me videos, I post a lot over on my planner Instagram, which I'll link down below, if you want to see any of that. But anyway, moving along, here is our apartment folder, or cash envelope rather. So $40 right in there. Here's our future baby fund. And again, I literally made these as cheap as possible because I didn't want to invest a bunch of money into this before we got into it. So I literally printed these pictures out, taped 2 pictures together, threw them through my laminator, and cut the tops open. And that is our envelopes. And I will show you basically after I put all of the envelopes into this just big old pencil case that I got from Blick a long time ago. Not even specifically for this, I just had it around the house and it works perfectly. So you do not need to invest in those fancy cash envelope wallets or anything like that to get started on this. Don't put yourself into more debt to start getting out of your debt. Okay, period. You definitely don't even need to go this fancy. You could use regular envelopes and it would work just fine. I already had ink and paper and laminating sheets because I used to teach in preschool. So my laminator was my best friend. And I just quickly threw these together literally yesterday. So do what works for you. But yeah, I just want them to be cute to look at because I think it makes it a lot more exciting to save money. Here's gifts. And so I've just been writing on all of them in case you're wondering, today's date, and then how much money I'm adding in, and then what the total amount left in the envelope is. So for today, it just says $227 plus $40, $40 total, since these are all brand new envelopes. We are almost done here. Here's our cat's expenses. $40 yet again. And so we just decided it would be nice to give them all a starting amount of money. You definitely can decide what to do on your own, but this is what's working for us. Only 2 more to go. So here's our Christmas fund. This one I'm so excited for because Christmas hit us pretty hard this year financially. By this year I mean 2019, because we weren't super prepared for it. I was lucky enough to be able to use some of an Amazon gift card that I had gotten from my university. Long story, but that helped us out. But other than that, I mean, we were not ready. So I'm excited to have this money started, and then by the time Christmas comes, it's like, bam, we're already ready. So really excited for that. And here's our wedding fund envelope. Just a little poutine on top of a cake. Just super cute and quirky, you know. And hopefully this is our last $40 right here. Yay, okay, it didn't mess up anywhere. That's exciting. And so now I am going to take all of these envelopes, which I have them stacked right over here, and they're gonna return to their home, including the gas money one, which is empty, and the gift card pouch. And that is our official first cash envelope stuffing and sinking fund stuffing video. So I hope you enjoyed this content. I hope you are enjoying this video and enjoying me. I'd love to have you subscribe down below for future content like this and other lifestyle planner, budgeting, organization style content. Again, let me know down in the comments if there's anything specific you want me to film about. But we're here to get organized in 2020. We're here to live our best lives. So amen. I'm not religious, but okay. Goodbye, y'all. I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye!